Hi, I'm Mr. and we're here today in one new episode of One-to-One Tech Talks. And today I'm happy to introduce my former coworker, Ana-Maria Masoud. She's now a country manager in a company called Tquila Automation, a company from Austin, Texas, founded in 2019. And first thing I wanted to ask you, what is it that you do as a country manager? Are you the president of the country? Tell me.
Nice to meet you, Luis, again. No, I'm not the country president. I wish,
Oh,
I'm not.
but you have tequila, don't you?
Yeah. I have tequila. Yeah.
Good. Not everything is lost. Okay.
Yeah. In fact, when I share my new job on LinkedIn, my husband asked me the same. You are the country manager of Romania? And I said, no, I'm not the country manager of Romania. I'm only country manager for Tequila Automation.
Okay, so when you want to book a table in a quiet in a busy place, being the country manager doesn't help.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a bit disappointing. Anyway, yeah, I looked at the company. The things that you do is all very cool. Automation is all the rage right now. I'm sure that it has changed a lot with the the AI hype and the AI trend right now, because the company was founded before AI was this crazy. So I'm sure that now you must have a lot of new things to do and a lot of new toys to play with, and that must be super exciting.
Exactly. Yeah, the company was founded exactly in the right time and on the right place in 2019, as you said. Was not quite before AI. You were expected this boom, but was before the peak of the AI, which I still don't believe you reached out. So the moment was exceptional, and I'm really happy that I'm in this company, and I joined the new trend right now. So, by the way, I started as a legacy programmer. I was COBOL and mainframe programmer on early, on my early career. So the leap was quite fantastic for me.
No, I can imagine. One thing that I noticed in the Tequila's website, and that's remarkable, and I think I haven't seen in many websites or companies, is that the company is committed to preventing modern slavery in operations and ensuring that the suppliers adhere to the same principles. That is very cool, very honorable, and especially these days when automation, in a lot of people's minds, automation means, has this negative meaning, like putting people out of work to replace them with a machine, which is not the case. But in people's mind, people that are not in the field, they feel like this. But having this message, this positive message, I think it makes a difference.
Yeah, there is a change on mindset. So we are not a replacement. We are not replace people. You just help them. Automation will eliminate boring tasks from their lives, and they can focus on much more nice tasks. For example, discussing with customers or whatever. But doing Excels and doing repetitive work is not something everyone likes. So
No, it's not very motivating, and I myself thank motivation a lot, automation a lot, because I stopped doing a lot of things that were totally boring, and I don't have to do them anymore. So thank you, automation, very much.
welcome.
Okay, so your career journey is quite remarkable. So you started as an analyst programmer, then you were a team lead, delivery director, now country manager. You work for huge companies like Hewlett Packard, IBM, and Wow. I mean, how, imagine this question when you were younger from a recruiter saying, how do you imagine yourself in 5 years? You know, this is a stupid question that they ask sometimes in the interviews. But in your case, do you think you would imagine you would end up being the country manager of a company when you were a
Yeah,
programmer?
yeah. In fact, I received this question quite often when I was young. Now it seems that they remove it from the interview, which is perfect. Yeah, how I imagine in 5 years. When I was young, I imagined myself on a beach with a cocktail in my hand, but I cannot say this on the
With
interview.
tequila? You mean with
Yeah,
tequila?
with tequila. Yeah. So
Wow, dream come
finally,
true.
my dream became true. That's
Mhm.
right. Yeah. So I had an interesting journey, and I'm very happy because I had very good mentors, and I had the opportunity to work on big companies, which shaped my career and my personality. And I'm very happy and lucky in the same time. And I started as a programmer, as you said, and I I had various jobs: team leader, project manager, people manager, delivery manager. When I met you in Cognizant, I was in
Yes.
sales. So I even know this sales part, which brought me a lot of knowledge from the whole industry, because I had all those roles. I started as a programmer, I had management roles, I had sales roles, and I felt that the country manager might be a good step for me in the career.
Yes. And what do you think has been the most significant learning in transitioning between these, organizations, including the big players and so on?
What was the significant learning? So I have a techie part. So I was programmer for 10 years, and I liked a lot to do programming. But I also have a soft skill or human part, let's say. So I really
Mhm.
like to understand people, to understand their motivation, to interact with many cultures. I'm passionate about different cultures, so I started to read different books on socialism mainly, and working in those big companies like Hewlett Packard, IBM, Cognizant brought me the opportunity to meet diverse people and from various countries, like you, from Spain, from France, from UK, USA, etc. And always I'm happy to learn about people and about cultures. And I'm also like to travel a lot, so I visited a lot of countries. So
And
yeah.
okay, yeah, it complements your mission. So and speaking about challenges, because I'm thinking about what kind of mindset do you have to maintain, through these different, very, very different roles that you had. Um, what were the main challenges that you faced, and how you more or less overcome these challenges?
So the biggest challenge I faced is human mindset. So to implement a new program or new technology, it's easy. Even automation. So you can implement automation. You can give to people the best program, the best computer, RLP, etc. So you can, or from technical side, you can do everything. The biggest problem is to convince people that this will help them, not will will be something that will cause problems to them. So I think this is the biggest challenge, and because technology is evolving very fast. So when I started in 2002, I said I was a COBOL programmer. I started as a COBOL programmer. COBOL was already old technology legacy in that time. But I know how was the environment. IT and IT industry was mostly zero in Romania in 2002. And technology evolves so fast, but our minds are still in medieval age, let's say. So not medieval age, but our minds evolve not so fast. So it's really hard to
the friction to adopt change. There's a lot.
Yeah.
You know, when people tell me that AI is here to replace us, I often, laugh about it, because I imagine, this situation that is very familiar to everyone in technology, where a customer wants to explain what the problem is, but they don't really know what the problem is. I mean, deep inside them, they know it. It's like, they have this understanding, but for them, it's very difficult to put it into words. So providers or other companies can help fixing or relieving these issues, these problems that they have. So the main problem is not typing code faster or creating tools faster, is the people. The people, and any artificial intelligence cannot do that either. So if I'm not able to explain with words and clearly what I want, the artificial intelligence won't be able to produce a solution for me. And so I think we're years away from real automation. And when I say automation, I don't mean the kind of automation your company does, but automation in a sense of replacing actual developers with AI, because there's still this issue where, people first, they cannot explain clearly what they need, and then, as you described, there's this old mindset. So they think, in their world, in their domain, they know everything. But yes, there's this process of digital transformation. When they look at it, it's like, oh yeah, let's create a website and an app. But digital transformation is so much more than that. It's not just adding some technology on top of what I'm already doing. It's changing everything. But the mindsets, I think this is going to be the last thing to change, and it will take decades for the whole industry to change.
Exactly, that's very true. So I had a discussion with someone about digital transformation yesterday or the day before, with a manager from a company from Romania, and he said to me that he sees digital transformation like very painful, because they invested in various tools, but people refuse to use them, or they use them
transformation.
Or
convincing these people.
They use them wrongly. So he needed to hire others to correct the mistakes made by initial employees using wrongly the tools. So for him, instead of reducing the cost, this initiative increased the cost. So I explained to him the same. So digital transformation is not about tools; it's about mindset. People need to understand, and companies need to invest a lot in trainings and in mindset transformation, and so their workforce need to understand that the tools are there to help them, not to steal their job. But yeah, it's a process.
Yes. All right. So for our listeners who are inspired by your journey, that you changed from COBOL developer to country manager. I'm sorry I'm saying that all the time, country manager, but it's so freaking impressive that if I was a country manager, I would be throwing my title everywhere. But for those who are inspired by this, what advice would you give them? Okay, you're starting as a developer, but you can reach the sky if you want. But what is the one advice that you would give them?
So my advice is to do whatever they like it, and express themselves. So I had no plan to in career. So maybe this is not what people expected, but I just started the job as a programmer. I like to be a programmer, and in few years when I started to be bored about programming, because that's why I switched. I started to look around and to see what other things I can do, and was I was with the flow, so I had nothing planned in advance.
And
Maybe it's wrong, but this is what happened to me. So I
no,
just
I mean, I guess it's as valid as any other strategy. Just let it flow. That is totally okay. But you still need someone who gives you, who believes in you and gives you the opportunity. Because I can tell you from my experience as a technician or developer, however you want to call me, um, whenever I go to a place and we start talking about leadership and managing teams and so on, and they discover that I can code anything, they totally forget about me as a potential leader. They see in me a technician, someone who can, create stuff. And then this is like a burning need, and developers are hard to find. So they don't give me the chance. They just, put me in that mindset. Oh, so you've been coding for 20 years. Okay, let's keep you coding because this is what you do the best. Yeah, but I want to do something else. So how do you overcome this, this position you're stuck in, or others,
yeah.
put you in, and
Uh,
make the jump?
I understand. So I had the same feeling. In Romania, probably in Spain is the same, and in other countries as well. If the companies have a good developer, a good programmer, their interest is to keep the guy on the technical side, because the common assumption is that you can find easier a manager than a programmer, which is totally wrong. So I had a lot of managers during my 20 years career. Some of them were amazing, but some of them were not. So it's the manager had his place, and if you want to have a successful business, you need to invest in management. Without a good manager, the whole team will not perform. The
Yeah,
people will stay there only because of money, because uh, they are too lazy to find something else, or the very good one, they will start to explore other opportunities if you don't have a good manager.
yeah,
Um,
and
how I did this jump, I struggle a lot because, as I said, after several years of doing programming, I started to be bored, and I wanted to do something else. But I didn't have the opportunity to do something else because I was a good programmer, and people let me to stay there. I bring value to the company, and frankly, it was quite a chance or a opportunity because someone left, and I said
oh,
I want to take his place, and yeah, they supported me.
wow.
So
So it was kind of luck.
yeah, I was kind of like,
Nice.
it might
Uh,
work, it might not work, so it depends.
well,
It's
in your case, it looks like it did.
yeah.
Uh, and did you feel like you needed some additional training to be a manager on top of all the technical stuff that you knew? Because suddenly you have to deal with budgets and allocating resources into projects and so on, and you need to defend these numbers in front of a stakeholder. So, what preparation did you have to accomplish this and be successful at it?
When I started, on my first management position, I had zero preparation. So I jumped in a pool without knowing how to swim. Let's say it was hard, but I managed to learn it. After that, I did an MBA, and now I have a diploma on MBA, and also now I started to do some courses on management.
Okay.
I'm enrolled in a program, and I read a lot. So I really like to read, and I started to. I had several books in my in my library.
Any book that you can recommend that especially helped in this transition? I'm interested. I'm personally interested in that one.
So I really liked. It's not quite a management book, but it explained somehow how things are working. I really liked Malcolm Gladwell book, Outliers. Was a stone, let's say, in my journey.
Okay. And from that first experience with management, you decided to move somewhere else to get better at it, or you wanted to go even higher?
I don't know. I will go to the flow with the flow. I don't have plans, but for the moment, I really like what I'm doing. I'm still learning, and I will go to the
Forever
flow.
learning. Yes.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
technology, we are cursed to always keep. It's not a curse actually, but sometimes it's like, everything has changed again.
yeah.
So, next
And then
question. Yeah.
another advice, because you asked me, when I was younger, I expected some people to take me and put me in some position. It's a wrong attitude. So if you want something, you need to fight to go into that direction. Don't expect others to support you or whatever. It's your life. It's your career. If you want something, if you have an objective, you need to fight for this one.
Yes. No, I often hear about career plans within organizations, but then, as you said before, if you're doing your work and you're doing it well, they don't normally want you to change, because then you will be doing something else and they don't know about that, and that's uncertain, and companies don't like uncertainty. So normally they're very conservative and they want you to stay in the same place, more or less, unless you really push, as you said. So as a country manager, again, I'm saying this a lot. Like, I feel like I'm spamming. If this was a hashtag, I would be spamming this video. But as a country manager, how is your day to day? How, when you go to the office in the morning, how's your typical day?
Yeah. So first of all, I'm not going to the office every day, but I'm going quite often. So we have a hybrid mode. You have an office, but you can work from home as well. I think in crowded cities like Bucharest, this is the best approach. Going every day to work and spending 1.5 hours, maybe more, commuting is not ideal. How is my day? So I'm in touch with the team quite often. So I have one-to-ones with my team once per month, let's say, and with each person from my team, and with persons from, because I have an intermediate layer in. I have two managers that help me. With the person on the second layer, I have one per quarter. and it's very, very good for me to hear what is their experience, what they like, what they want to improve, what are their challenges, etc. So I'm in touch, even if you are working remotely, I'm in touch with them uh, quite often. So I think it's very important. Then I have my meetings with leadership, um, with the projects, with the clients. So
So you're busy.
a lot of fun. Yeah.
All right. Good, good, good. And are you still in touch with technology itself?
Yes, yes, I am. I am. So when I started this job, I must admit my knowledge on automation and RPA was quite limited. But starting with first day, in fact, when I was in the interview, I started to learn about automation RPA. I did a training on Udemy, and this year I received. I'm very proud because I'm a certified associate developer on RPA.
Wow.
So I think not losing
The techie
uh,
side.
the techie side, yeah, it's good. But yeah,
And
the tech
has this
the
been
techie side is very reduced in my day by day. So let's say 10% techie side and 90% other stuff.
okay? Yeah, management, I guess. But has this been the case in past experiences where you were, for example, a delivery manager? Were you still in touch with the technology that you were selling? Or I'm asking because I'm not asking for any particular reason. It's just that people in the tech world they are afraid of moving up the ladder because they think that they will lose contact with technology. That's why I'm asking. If do
Yeah,
you think that there's a chance of still somehow keep a foot in the techie side?
you are losing the contact, so you cannot be the same. So I'm not hands-on, so that's 100% sure. I was a hands-on programmer, but now I'm not. Um, so if you go up to this ladder, definitely you lose the contact with the techie side, but not completely. So on my previous job at Cognizant, because you are selling a lot of cloud, I I passed an exam for cloud practitioner on AWS. So I started to study cloud and all the technology. I cannot sell something which I don't understand. So maybe that's why I was so successful.
Okay.
I'm so modest.
You are, and I think that's a nice thing, and that's very impressive as well. Because with your progression, it's uh, I know some people who wouldn't be that humble anymore. Anyway, I appreciate that you are. Yeah, I'm not going to keep you for longer because I know that in 3 minutes you have another meeting. So thank you very much for squeezing this interview in here. Last question of all before letting you go. Um, is there anything you would have done differently if you had a chance? Like, oh no, I'm going back to this one step and then I would make it different because I don't like how it happened. I don't know. It doesn't have to be a negative thing, just maybe it would have opened other doors faster. What do you think?
Yeah, of course. So I believe all of us are doing mistakes, and I did a lot. Um, or I think it's make in English. So, but did is good enough. But I think the most important thing is to learn from your mistakes. Uh, Regretting and starting to cry about your fate is not is not a good attitude. So you should realize I did this mistake, this mistake. Next time I will not do the same. And
Awesome.
yeah, I a lot of mistakes. So from mistakes you learn.
Hopefully. Not everyone does, but yeah, in your case, it looks like it worked. Well, Anna,
And
there's
yeah,
2 minutes left. I'm just watching the clock and worried about you being late in this meeting. So I didn't want to end without saying thank you again for showing up and being here. And I hope that we keep in touch. And
yeah,
I'll send you the episode once it's up, so you can reflect on what we said and maybe have a second chat some other time. Ana-Maria Masoud, everyone from Tequila Automation, and thank you for attending this episode of 101 Tech Talks.
thank you so much.